Welcome into Patriots Today. I am Harrison Graham. New England has signed 2 players to their 90-man roster, including one that I find very, very interesting. Plus, Mike Onwenu, is he staying at right tackle with all the rumors and questions circulating about the left tackle position? We will talk about that as well. Let's get to the news first, though. Mike Reese, Patriots ESPN reporter, says the Patriots and veteran kicker Joey Slye are in agreement on a deal. Slye was released by the Jags earlier this offseason. Competition for Chad Ryland, which is something we've talked about quite a bit. It was needed. Here it is. We'll talk about it a little bit more as we go. But this is why you subscribe. We cover all the latest Patriots news, rumors, and a whole lot more. So hit that sub button. Don't miss out. We got you covered here on Patriots Today. I think this is a good move because, look, I'm already blanking on the guy's name, but the Patriots signed an UDFA kicker out of Canada, and we were like, is this the competition? Maybe, maybe not. The bottom line was Chad Ryland just wasn't even close to good enough last year. I mean, he was a 64% field goal kicker a year ago, which is well below average. You want to be in the mid-80s at least. Does have a strong leg, did hit a big kick late in the year against Denver, but the bottom line is these are not starting NFL kicker numbers. So at minimum, you got to push this guy at the end of the day. And sure, he helped you tank. He missed a kick against the Giants, but to trot him out there without any level of competition would just be asinine by New England, which is why it was never going to happen at the end of the day. So you bring in Joey Slye, a vet who's been around. Pretty good year last year, 19 of 24, which quick math, that's, in the 80-ish%, which is certainly better than Chad Ryland, 3 of 5 from 50+. Did have an extra point issue. That's a little bit of a concern, but at least a guy that you put out there and pushes Chad Ryland, if nothing else. Now, what Slye is known for is he has an absolute boot. He can launch the ball. You see it on kickoffs. Now, with the new kickoff rule, you're not going to be launching him out of the end zone hardly at all. But, yeah, he can hit from 60+. He's got the range to do that. Chad Ryland's got a good leg, too. It's going to come down to who can be more consistent throughout training camp and in the preseason. Now, pick a kicker. Who do you think it's going to be? Type CR for Chad Ryland or JS for Joey Slye. Let us know who you think will be the Patriots kicker this season. I'm going to go Joey Slye. Let us know what you guys think. Adam Schefter also had the note that the Patriots announced that they are signing former Giants linebacker Oshane Ximines. You bring him into the fold. Former third-round pick who's been okay in the NFL. He certainly hasn't done a lot at this point in his career. In a 3-4, he's that edge rusher, outside linebacker. Rotation guy at best. I don't think you're getting some, generational talent at this point in his career. But some production in his career, 48 games. He's got 6.5 sacks, 9 TFLs, 6 breakups, and a forced fumble. So, he's got some versatility. He can give you some snaps. He can play on special teams as well, which will probably be his calling card if he does make this roster. He's going to have to be able to play on special teams, so keep that in mind. And with these additions, the Patriots roster is now full at 90 players after the draft, after free agency, and after signing some UDFA. So we'll see what roster shuffling continues to take place. But they are full at this point in time as it's been a busy offseason for Eliot Wolf and company. Big part of the offseason was drafting Drake May with the number 3 overall pick. And if you want to get yourself a Drake May jersey, you can do so at chatsports.com/May jersey. Link is in the comments and in the description. You can get the red, you can get the navy. The white should be out soon as well. Chatsports.com/May jersey. Pick out your size, pick out your favorite color, and get yourself a jersey for the new franchise quarterback. Link is in the comments and in the description. All right, let's talk offensive line. Is Mike Onwenu going to stick at the right tackle position where he played pretty much all of last year? Obviously, re-signed a big contract to stay in Foxborough this offseason. Here's Mike Reese tweeting out that Mike Onwenu, reflecting on representing himself in free agency, says, quote, "It was always trending in the direction that I would be back." He says in all discussions with the team, it was mentioned that he would play tackle. Thus, he is locking himself in at right tackle at this time. So Mike Onwenu believes he's going to play tackle and play on the right side. The big debate was right tackle, right guard. But then after the draft, we briefly wondered, well, is there a chance they would flip him over to left tackle, considering Caden Wallace played exclusively right tackle at Penn State, playing opposite of Olu Fashanu. If Onwenu's at right tackle for now, we'll pencil in Wallace over there on the left side. You got Vidarian Lowe as well. Chuck Okorafor is in the mix as well. This was expected. I think they gave Onwenu tackle money. He had success there last year. You could kick him inside the guard where he's had success. You could experiment at left tackle, but what you don't want to do is move him to left tackle and he sucks, and then you've paid him all this money. Keep him where he's been good, which is at right tackle, and I think that's where he'll be. Now, right guard, is it going to be Sidy Sow? Is it going to be Layden Robinson? Could he push Sow at that right guard spot? I think part of that draft pick, the big guard out of Texas A&M, was to create some competition at right guard, and Robinson is a brawler, a big boy who can push people around in the running game. So I'll be curious to watch that. And even more curious at left tackle, because I think you can kind of plug and play guys on the interior. It may not be great, but they can hold their own. I think Sow or Robinson will be serviceable at least at right guard. But what does left tackle look like? Is Caden Wallace, the rookie out of Penn State, ready to play left tackle? Are you going to go Vidarian Lowe? Or is it going to be Chuka Okorafor, a guy who you brought in to likely be your swing tackle, but he is still in the mix as well. The Patriots cut Connor McDermott, so it's not going to be him. It's interesting. Left tackle is critical, especially if you play Drake May early, which, quite frankly, is why I personally believe, now we'll see how it plays out, I think Jacoby Brissett is going to be the starting quarterback at least early on in the year. Let him take the bullets. Let this young left tackle, if it is Wallace, kind of grow into his role. Let these young receivers grow into their role. Don't force it early with May. Now, look, if he lights it up in the preseason and in training camp and is clearly the better option, sure, start him. But if you made me guess right now, I do think it'll be Drake May. And a big reason for that is we don't know who's going to play left tackle, and you got to protect your asset. Pick a left tackle. Who do you guys think it's going to be? Type CW for Caden Wallace, CO for Chukwuma Okorafor. Let us know who you think is going to be the left tackle for this team. Ideally, it's Wallace because you spent a third-round pick on him. But again, 40 college starts, all at right tackle. He has not played left tackle. So doesn't mean he can't, doesn't mean he won't, doesn't mean he won't be good. Just means that it's a bit of a projection, and it's going to take time for him to play at a high level at that position. All right, appreciate everybody for tuning in to Patriots Today by Chat Sports. My name is Harrison Graham. We will continue to bring you guys the latest Patriots news and rumors content here on this channel. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications. We'll see you guys soon.